Welcome to the series, and I'm continuing to talk about the spreadsheets. Now, basically, I said we are going to deal with the Excel, Microsoft Excel. I'm not going to look at the Lotus 1, 2, 3, and so on. I'm going to look at the Microsoft Excel because we are looking at acquiring basic knowledge as far as this program is concerned. Now, I still emphasize, don't forget the subscription button. Just move there and click on the subscribe so that we can get daily tutorials as far as this program is concerned. Now, before we keep going, I want us to start by creating the program. And please, before you create the program, ensure that your work is in one place. One place meaning we are going to create a folder and then keep it right there so that we do not lose track of our information. So we create a folder, right click, we go to new, and then we click on folder, and then we can call it Excel work. After that, you press the enter key or have the same thing. I can replace it. Okay, right click new, then we go to folder, and then you can call it online work, then you press the enter key, then we open our folder by double clicking. Now when we reach here, there are different ways we can open these programs here, but you can go to start, then you go to all applications, then you search for Microsoft Excel. That's one way that you can do that. And another thing, this one, I want us to look at the shortest means that we can get to that. And the shortest means we can do is right click where in an empty space, even if it's on a desktop, you just right click that empty space. Like for example, inside our folder, then we go to new. Now, the program can only be here if it has been used oftentimes, so you have to see it right there. And the program is right here. I'm using Microsoft Excel worksheet. So you click on it and give it a name, and our name we can call it lesson 1. Can be our lesson 1. Then you press the enter key to open, and then you open. Now, this is the whole interface of what we are going to play around with. I really want to first explain a few of the features that are here, because without knowing them, then we may not really deal so well with them. Now, I'm going to deal with this area here basically. Now, one, we said a spreadsheet is a grid of rows and columns. This is the whole grid, and it basically has the rows and the columns. So which ones are the rows, which ones are the columns? So the rows are the lines that are running across, and they are represented by the 1. So we have row 1, row 4, row 7, row 8, like that. So these are the different rows. Then the other ones are the columns. The columns are the ones represented by A, B, C, D, the lines running from up to down. So these ones are the rows, and then the columns as well. Then another thing that we need to know are these, in most cases people call them the boxes, but in Excel language we call them cells. These ones here, we call them the cells. Every box that you see there is a cell. Okay, now this cell here is having what you call a cell address. Now the cell address is basically the name given to that given cell. How do we give the name? For us to understand the name of these given cells, for example, when I click here, the name is given by the column letter and the row number. Okay, so for example, when you are here, you're seeing this is what? This is column 5. It's even highlighted. You'll see it even highlighted as well. Then the row is 5. So the name of the cell will be B5. So that will be the name of your cell. Okay. Now to each of them, you'll see, even if we are at this other point, you look at the column, letter, and the row number. So this will be S18, and so on and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's how we now everything that we put here is represented by a cell address. Okay, now how do we easily identify the name? Like, you may be very far and you may not easily tell where you are. So what you do, for example, when I am here, there is a point called the name box. Now the name box gives us the name of that given cell which is highlighted at that given